Hey guys, it's James from SportsDataMarket.io coming at you with another sports data analysis. In today's video, we're going to be using the NFL API at SportsDataMarket.io to analyze Tom Brady's passing yards over the course of his career. So without further ado, let's hop over to VS Code and get into the code. I have this script pre-written, but as always, we're going to go over what we're doing in the script. We're making use of two endpoints today. Coming over the documentation, the two endpoints that we're going to use, the first one is the NFL player ID list, which returns to us a list of all the NFL players and their respective player IDs. And using the player ID that we get back, we're going to be looking for Tom Brady's player ID today. We can call some of these other methods. And the second one we're going to be using today is the NFL player statistics by ID method. And using this returns to us the career statistics associated with that player. And so we're going to use this to analyze Tom Brady's passing yards. So analyzing the code, we're calling the endpoint, the first endpoint, NFL player ID list, which gives us back that list. We're going to index that list, which returns to us the JSON that has all of the player ID list, I should say. We get returned a JSON, and then indexing it, we get a list of players. And looping over that player list, we're going to want to identify the players whose player name is equal to Tom Brady, and that will get us the player ID that we're looking for, Tom Brady's respective player ID. And using that, we can call this NFL player statistics by ID endpoint, plugging in Tom Brady's player ID. And that returns to us some JSON, his statistics. So we index that return JSON. And that should give us a list of statistics objects. So every year, it'll be like he has, I think, a 23 season, so it'll be a list of 23 JSON objects which contain various attributes about his statistics. And we're going to loop over that list. And remember, we're focusing today on the passing yards. So looping over that list and extracting the passing yards alongside a dictionary. This is going to allow us to fill up a dictionary and map the respective season to the amount of passing yards that he had in that season. And this dictionary will basically be the base of what we're going to use to plug into matplotlib. So at this point, I'm actually going to comment out from line 17 down, just so we can print out the plot dictionary before I run the whole script, so that we can kind of see what's going on before we run matplotlib. I'm just going to print out the plot dictionary. And so we see it gives us a dictionary mapping the respective year to the amount of pass yards he had in that year. So this is what we're going to use to map using matplotlib, the Python plotting library. And before we plot, we're going to make sure that we sort to make sure that they're listed correctly. And we'll plug in that plot dictionary using the lines plot.bar, plug in the keys, plug in the value, and then we're going to want to label. So the x-axis, I'm going to label year. As we can see, the x-axis is going to be the respective year, and the y-axis will be the respective amount of passing yards that he had in that year. And so we'll write the line of code on line 24 to label the y-axis passing yards, and then we'll title the graph Tom Brady's passing yards by NFL season. And then finally, line 26 will show using matplotlib. And so let's run this code and let's see what the graph looks like. Awesome, awesome. Let's expand this out. Awesome, awesome. So this is a graph using Matplotlib of Tom Brady's passing yards over the course of his career. We can see in 2008, this was when he tore his ACL, I believe in like the first half of the first game. And 2000 was when he didn't play very much as a rookie. But as we can see, he's had a couple of times he's hit 5,000 yards. And Tom Brady, it's so amazing. Like he hit 5,000 yards 10 years apart, once in 2011, and then he did it again in 2021. And it's a very cool visualization. So I hope that you guys had fun watching this video today. Feel free to come over to sportsdatamarket.io, check out our NFL API. I hope this showed some of the cool things that you can do with it. And I hope that you had a good time analyzing Tom Brady's passing yards over the course of his career. So thank you once again for tuning in, guys. Till next time, James, the Sports Data Market.